Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we're going to be giving you a KvK update where we're going to take a look through T1, we'll go S2 Plus, and then we'll go S2. Now, I'm going to go in order, and we're just going to observe because, again, I want to try and keep the video as short as I can with us kind of spending the least amount of time that we need to in each so we can get through as many KvK's as possible. We're going to be starting with ST1-1. I'll give you the overview, and then we'll take a look at any of the potential fighting, and I should say overviews that we do have. So this one is going to be the BDO, RKO, RVO, POTC, where they were going up against MILF, COC, DK, and INWA. Now, if we take a look at Final Zone, you can see kind of who's left standing and who's not left standing, right? You can see there's INWA DK, there's POTC here in blue, red is BDO, purple, oops, hang on, let's scroll this back, is RKO. And then we have, I think this is RVO down here, and then POTC in the like teal color. So you could see from here that MILF and COC have been pushed out. DK and INWA have their forts up. I don't know if there's any attacking going on. Okay, so nothing yet on those. And then I think they're over here. So you can see MILF's over here, and then COC I think is in red. Last thing I saw over here was that they were pushing the that they grabbed a spire. Oh, look, so they're actually building now. So COC is building. I don't know if they're attacking any of the flags here. Okay, doesn't look like it. So, but yeah, they've been well pushed out of Final Zone, and victory kind of goes to the opposition at that time. All right, next one. Let's go ahead and take a look at ST1-2 as we go through. We can see here that this is the Zone 4 on this one is where we have AC, PTW going up against, and free-to-play SLR going up against ANCS, ANCL, and Blog. And you can see here ANCS and Blog, right, fighting AC on this side, where you can see, again, some of the players there hitting on the ridge. There's also PTW. Oops, sorry, too far in zoom, but PTW here that's just to the north of them. So it's kind of this 2v2. And then ANCL has SLR and FTP. And you can see they've kind of turtled here, but just no action that's happening at the moment. But overall, ANCL has been pushed back a bit. And ANCS and Blog, I know PTW works their way down to the bridge. I can't remember if they did push out a little bit north, but I know it's been here for a little while thus far. And again, if you're fighting here, would love to know how it's been going and your thoughts so far on the season. Let us know. Next, we're going to go to ST1-3. Now, ST1-3 for Final Zone, this has pretty much already been decided for this KvK group as well, right? After a couple days. And this was VP22, TRE, FSK, and FSK2 going up against GNJA, GNJB, FGHT, and Gray, GREY. Now, at this time, it is pretty much over. The FSK, FSK2 Trey VP22 side has claimed victory in Final Zone. You can see that as such. We have VP22 here. I think they extend out to here too. So I know this is FSK. And I think we have FSK2. And then wherever Trey is, I think they're on this side. Yep, and then Trey there in purple. Right, so it's pretty much already done. You can see some of the JNJB, Gray, JNJA, FGHT here in Lorcan. I don't know if there's really any fighting because they haven't pushed over here on the bridge. And they'd have to go all the way around. I think this is, yeah, see, that's JNJB. And this is FSK coming out of the bridge. But I don't know if they're pushing on them right now because, again, I don't see anything building. So we'll see how that plays out. But at least at the moment for Final Zone, this KvK has been decided. Let's go to ST1-4, which is the big one, right? This is the one that is still going heavy balls to the wall. And this is, again, the TFS, EXG, EXXL, EXS-RR side versus BXS, EIS, RTG, LSK, KQ that are going up. Now, the big one is at the T-Choke. This is where we have TFS, EXG going up against BXS and EIS. And you can see they're kind of still loading too as well, right, with players coming up. Then we have the Southern fight that is LSK, and then you can see EXG here, RR, and EXS. If we zoom in, you can see here that LSK hitting the tower have a little less than 2 hours, at least until they can get some more people down there. They are destroying a second tower as well, 41 minutes on that. But you can see, I mean, look at the support from EIS and BXS coming down here. Even though it's a long trek and a walk, they're coming down to support LSK in pushing the southern front. Now, the challenge here is that eventually what could happen is that they can push all the way through here, around, up the ramp, all the way around, down the ramp, over here, past the bridge, and then they have to come up. So this is the long flagging path, right, that LSK would have to take in order to flank and get behind everyone from TFS and EXG. However, they don't have to go that far if they want to start applying pressure immediately, right? They only have to go here. Once they get here, this is where then they can start cutting off territory. Now, this is a lot more reasonable of an ask from LSK versus them having to go all the way deep. So we'll see if TFS and EXG drop a fort, maybe somewhere midway, so to speak, around there. But again, this is something to consider, because if the trend keeps the way it's going, right, over the next couple days, I maybe that's conservative depending on how long they hold out. But right now, you could say that the favor, or at least the way that the territory is trending, is in favor of LSK, EIS, BXS for applying that pressure on the southern front, which very much could end up having a huge factor into how long TFS and EXG are going to be able to sustain here at the T-choke against BXS and EIS. Because again, if LSK keeps applying pressure and keeps going, then they're going to end up having to basically keep fighting, or fighting even maybe more heavily on two fronts instead of one. And that may even eventually get to a point where BXS and EIS have a little bit of pressure alleviated at the T-choke to where they can push out from it and then start applying more offensive pressure onto TFS and EXG there. So we'll see how that goes. Next, we have ST1-5. How we doing on time? Oh, we're doing okay. Now here in ST1-5, this is where we have 69DS IS going up against 42TC, TC42, EP77, CK1, FX, UDF, HZ. Right, some to, not all of those are involved. And you see fighting that's happening here at what? The same point, right? It's that T-choke. So, and you can see that, right, based on if we go west or east from there, or I guess you could say north, east, southwest. Number 2. And again, right, they're fighting pretty hard. I'm actually shocked, too, as well, how decent this is somewhat holding for me, because I'm on max settings right now on very high. And maybe it's just because there's not, 1.5 million units that are on the field. Of course, I'm also observing, so I'm sure it would probably be easier if I was on my account in that kingdom, right, to be able to go to simple mode. Probably something I'm going to have to consider doing more often for the big fights. I think maybe that'll end up helping overall. But yeah, it's pretty much a non-stop back and forth that you're seeing. You have IS here in orange, we have DS here in red, and they've also occupied down here. I don't think there's any pushing going on here on the southern side from what I saw. Oh, never mind, maybe there is. Oh no, UDF is just building a tower right now, so maybe that one will eventually do some connecting. But the majority of the fighting is happening up here at the T-choke. Now, I'm not sure how much land has potentially been lost or not. I know this is a pretty hard choke and solid defensive position to hold, as again, IS and DS are really in control of Dragon, so it's not as though they have to push out, similar to the BXS EIS situation, where they're fighting on that T-choke. But yeah, that's where we stand. Alrighty, moving on to ST1-6. Now this is the GG group, Owl, DB, DBB, and Hoot, going up against ROE, ROA, Arkham, Nuts, and NTS. Now, I don't know if there is any particular fighting that's going on there. We'll have to see how Final Zone's playing out. So we got purple. That's GG83. ROE's over here. Looks like we have nuts. And then I think that's Arkham there. And then we have... Oh, interesting. Okay. So GG83's here. ROE there. What's going on? Are they not pushing? Or... Okay, so really nothing. Unless they're building south. Interesting. They have all these... Huh. Okay. So that's there. GG83, 13. It looks like 83 maybe there. Whose flags were these? This is GG13's flags. Okay, so NTS is... Well, it doesn't look like they're pushing right now, though. What's happening here? Oh, wow. Okay, so they are. Wow, there we go. Mission statement right there, man. So NTS is pushing that spire. I like how they have... This line is nice. I actually like that. So they're pushing, and... wow, so NTS is pushing 1-3. And then... I don't know what Nuts is doing. Are they coming down here to do something? No? How about Arkham? What's Arkham doing? I mean, again, maybe most of the fighting's over with already? I don't know. Okay, so they're building. Oh, so they're coming down to assist. Huh, okay. Oh, are they just setting up on the choke? Okay, so maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're just going to set up on the choke and wait for them to work their way over there? If that's the play? Okay, all right. But looks like, I mean, again, NTS applying some really strong pressure here on 1-3. Almost feels like the direction for the Final Zone is going in favor of ROE, ROA, Arkham, Nuts, and NTS right now based on just how this looks. Okay. Let's go take a look at ST1-7. So this is pretty much kind of a non-existent KvK for the most part. And I say that because this is... Because TATM, we know that the NK and W are joining, or again, what we should say was reported, to be clear here, reported at the beginning of the season, which is that they were going to migrate and merge over, NK and W were going to migrate and merge over into, or I should at least say migrate, to be specific, over to the TATM group in Kingdom 1. And so they're really, they were like the biggest at that point, right? Because Bakar and I think KM were... Bakar was like 7.3 billion in the beginning, but NK and TA were at 10.2, 10.6 billion in the beginning. So there really wasn't going to be this big thing, but then it was Bakar, it looks like BNF here, and I thought it was KM2 as well, unless I'm cray-cray. But they were supposed to be fighting against TA, and I mentioned this before, there's some stuff going on where it was reported that NK would just, maybe send some like kind of light fighters to do some stuff here and there, but then I guess they ended up going hard and kind of really more purely joining the fight. And now it's IF, and then it's TM, TA, and bear in mind, this isn't Hollandale. Oh, I think maybe that's because they've already been pushed out. So it's NW, TM, okay, so they have. So it's pretty much them at the moment in Final Zone. And then we can just see some of the fighting that's been going on over here. This is TM. Let me see here. Who's this? That's NW. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like this is where some of that fighting's happening. All right. Let's move on. Let's go to ST1-8. At the moment, see how this goes. Right. Let's go. And this is the Dora group. So this is Dora. This is supposed to be Dora, HRT, which is HRRN, and they're supposed to be going up against FS, -66 and TDR. And wow, look at this. Must have joined at the right time. Look at this. Okay, let's see how max graphics hold up. I just want to watch for a minute. Yeah. Let's see how very high graphical settings do for us here. I mean, shockingly enough, I haven't seen a... Oh, gosh, what's the person's name I'm forgetting right now? The glitch one that shows up. Okay. Oh, Hector El Grande. Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to think of the name. I mean, this actually is holding up pretty well so far, I think. But in short, not so we spend too much time here, right? Let's look at Final Zone. So as I was saying, we have FS-66 and TDR. So we have FS here in yellow. We have, so this, I'm probably looking at this from the wrong side then. No, TDR here, FS in yellow. And then we need -66. Maybe that's NE5? Are they getting pushed up here? Let's just check. Okay, I don't know. Like, it's hard to tell. Let's see here. So FS is going up against NE. Oh, so maybe that is HRRN rebranded. So maybe it's Dora HR. That probably makes a little bit more sense for me. Right? And KPT, I guess, is joining them. Oh, and then there's map. So it's those four right now. It looks like. I probably should update this too as well. Why not? So what was that? Dora, KPT. We'll do map. And then who were these? Any? Right? Any-5. There we go. Right, then we'll do verse. And then we have -FS- squiggly TDR. And there's HRRN. So what? They're supposed to be coming up the back? Is that what's happening? Oh, hang on. I see some people there. Okay. Huh. Oh, what's happening over here? Oh, wow. Okay. They are putting some pressure right now. Are they... I'm going to assume they're supposed to be fighting, if that's right, against HRRN, right? Or maybe not? Someone have to let me know. With that, maybe I'll just put them as a unknown. So, right, HR, we'll do that. Put a little question mark there, because we're not sure. So, but that is how this one looks for us right now. Always happy when I can come in and get a little update on how the match is going. But yeah, I mean, it looks at the moment that they're still going strong, man, and just wow, so much fighting that's still going on here. Awesome to see. Let's move it on. ST1-9. Now, ST1-9, this is the Noir VVV group, and you can see here from some of the light fighting, it looks like happening there. Okay. Let's look what's happening in Atherin. So we got Noir. Huh, interesting. So we have Noir. Who's this? VVV's over here. RR's over here. And then we have Sasa. Okay. So there's got to be stuff going on here. No? Okay. So maybe the season's done? If that's it, because it's FG, Noir up here, kind of already free, and then it's CFRA, STFO, but they're supposed to be on opposite sides of each other, but they look appearing to be building with each other. So wow. So some things have changed here. That is for sure, for certain. Huh. Oh, what's going on here? So that's FG. Okay, but FG's on the Noir side right now. DPHX. That's a new one. Any was supposed to be with them. And then up here in Dawn and Noir. Okay. Okay. So it looks like the fight is maybe here and then outside, but for the most part, it looks like Noir's probably taking the season with that based on where we're looking. Okay. Let's go take a look at ST1-10. Now, I don't know if this final zone has been open here. Again, I really want to mainly look at those to see, but we could see, okay, so final zone is not opened yet. I don't know if there's any, let me see here. Let's take a look at the bridge, right? Because that usually will tell us sometimes. Okay, so still unopened, no timer on that yet. So mainly they're in zone 3. Again, unsure on what the matchups are here for who's fighting who. Because again, I usually like to go in and ask first to see, so that way I can let you guys all know. But yeah, it looks like we had zone 3 opening, and then zone 4 we'll have to see. But given where they're at, I think this is at the juncture. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's any fighting, unless there's some decent people. Oh, it's a small amount that's gathered, but not too much. Okay, let's look at ST1-11. This one. Probably the same, similar to 10, where Final Zone hasn't opened yet. And yeah, we don't see any fighting that's going on. Okay. Let's take a look at 12 and see. Now, 12, from what I understand, is, should be going hard in the paint. So on one side, we have BTR, BTR2, HBX, GPX going up against the IL, FAM, and ED. And that's what you can see here happening right now. I mean, this is absolute nuts. Wow. And again, I'm shocked that my max graphic settings are like decently holding up right now. But, you know, maybe you get lucky sometimes. Part of me still feels like I wonder how the simple mode would play out if I just moved there, right, with the actual account. But, man, this is absolutely, geez, so nuts. So this is Zone 2. Zone 3s haven't opened yet. Zone 2s were supposed to be baller from what I heard. And it looks like they're still going really hard. So we got IL, ED. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, I see. So they just pushed one of the IL. So they pushed 2 alliances in. Then we have GPX, HBX, and BTR. So it's kind of a 2v3. Belagira, from what I heard, was supposed to be where the action is, and that's where it's happening now. We go to ST1-13, and it's supposed to be, I think, 3 here that are going. So looks like we got some action here. So it was Belagira and Parhelion. So in Belagira, it was supposed to be, I think we have, let's see who we have on this side. We have EDS, Soul. Okay. And I thought it was going to be Tech D or something. Oh, that's up here. So okay, so they're still building. And then on the other side, it's OP and WP. So we could see that here. OP and then WP over here. Okay. Okay, so they're going out. And then it should have been Parhelion. Oops, sorry, hearing it down here. But this was supposed to be a friendly from what I heard. Where it was AKA going up against SIP, SPR. No, I don't know if that's happening or not. We could see. Okay, I mean, maybe. Maybe. Let's go to ST1-14. So ST1-14, this is supposed to be the Zone 2, I think they had, which theirs should be open. And I think it was Forgotten Lands, where they told me there might be some stuff popping off. But now I'm unsure. Seymour. Oh, is it right here? Is this okay? This is where we're connecting. Okay, yeah. So there we go. So this is where it's supposed to be popping off, and it was supposed to be CMAR versus PHTE, CFN, and DGLT. So we see CMAR over here. I think it's just them, though. Oh, no, there's someone else that's joining. And CFNE, are they still building? No, they're not. Okay. But it's them. And then on this side, we have PHTE and CFN. But we don't have DGLT. So it looks like only two. Oh, no, they're here. I guess they just didn't come through. It's only two alliances came through the pass. But we can at least see there's some action that's going on here. It just hasn't started at the moment. Okay, next. Because we have to wait, I think, a week for these ones to view, we'll take a look at 2+. Next. And I have to make sure where these line up, right? Because some of these seasons are kind of already over. So, yeah. So I think 20 is where we're at. No, 20 final zone open on the 7th. So that's over with. Next one, I think, was 21. We can check 20 just to see, but I think it was 21, 22 is where we're going to go on those. Yeah, nothing's happening here. And final zone in Karadeg. Yeah, it's pretty much... Okay, yeah. So, we're going to go either to 21 or 22. So, 21, final zone opened 5 days ago in 21. We'll take a look. Now, this is supposed to be everyone versus UN, from what I was told. But I don't know if UN is still here. So TG, we'll take a look. And if not, we'll just move on to the next. Lux, they're not. Okay, so we're going to move on to 22. Now, 22 is, I believe, similar. They were supposed to be, this is 230, 234, and 238. Oh, wow, they're still going hard, too, here. No, I don't know what the matchups are here for 22, but given that they're going hard, I might as well write these down. So this is ZH, it looks like, YM30 versus OTG2, and I don't see anyone else. Oh, maybe OTG1. Yeah, that makes decent sense. And then we'll do that. So it looks like they're going, is this still, okay, so this is final zone. Let's see real quick. So we got YM30 pushing from both, ZH, that's who we're looking at right now, OTG, OTG2, LTG1. Oh, so this is like a straight up 2v2. That's happening. This isn't bad. Are they fighting on this side too? Wow, they're not applying pressure. Wow, so they're just fighting on the one. They're not like trying to double up and apply pressure in multiple avenues. Unfortunate. A little missed opportunity there, I think. Yeah, I mean, that could have been their thing. Okay. So basically, they're like, we're just going to fight it out here on the top. I mean, they're still going strong, though. I wonder why no one's trying to go around Dragon, though. Like, why aren't we trying to build around Dragon and fight on another front? Oh, man, I don't know. It seems like, and also, why are we not filling out the space over here so you can bring all of the cities that are here right up, either up to the top or even filling out here, right, where the OTG1 choke is. You know, look at all the people that are over here with their cities, right? They I'm sure they would rather move them up a little bit closer. Yeah, little missed opportunity there. Let's go to 23 now. So 23, this is, I don't think Zone 4 is open yet. Let's double check this. Yeah, no. So we're in Zone 3, and Zone 3, so we know that it's going to be TG versus AL and IFAP, I believe, for Final Zone that we have. I don't know if there's an ETA here. Because again, I'm not on my main, or not on main, but I'm not like going through each of these with my scouts. Maybe next time we'll do that. But at least for now, so there's some fighting here that's happening. Jeez, it is just nuts right now, dude. Look at this. It's just built everywhere. Across for everything. Oh my god. There's really nothing going on there though. Okay, this could be something. Oh wow. So it's their building. It looks like, so it's hashtag TG, and they're building against ALG up here. And then on the southern side, we have TG, oh, so 2 TGs, and then AL and IFAP. Oh, I see. So they're probably fighting at some of these chokes then, I would imagine. Like any of the openings. I see. It's kind of like a west versus east is what it looks like. Okay, a little build up here, though, whatever this is. Okay, so they're pushing in to maybe do something. Okay, all right, not bad. That's 23. We'll take a look at 24, which I think for them, they're zone 2 right now. Is where we're at for them? I think so. Yeah. Because they started here. Zone 2 would be Azanor. And, oh, wow. So it actually looks like we're getting some fighting. I mean, I can't see anything. Oh, is it here? Oh, here. Oh, yeah. So it was what we were just looking at. It's OPZ. They got them on the run right now, though. EE and RY. That are, looks like they're fighting against them there in zone 2. And that's Azanor. That's okay. I can always come back and update this stuff. Okay. So that's OP, OPZ, and then, yeah, okay, I see. And then RY and EE. Okay. And then EEG down there. Okay, okay. And then whoever this is, RYU. Okay. So some fighting there in Azanor. Ravona, I don't know. I mean, if there was any fighting in Ravona, it would probably be here on the bridge, I would imagine, or one of the chokes. Because they'd have to get there. Are they building? Oh, jeez, wow. God damn, they are building. Jeez. And then there's the bridge up here. Okay, so no one's at that bridge. Is anyone at this bridge? Nope. Are they building? How aggressively are they building? They're not aggressively building at all. Okay. And then... yeah, it doesn't look like... Camelot, and then no one's... okay, so that's some slow play there. Okay. Let's look at Season 2. So Season 2 is... we're probably going to start with 77, most likely, because I think that's probably where we're going to have some action. This is the NJS, Mr. Zero, MBH, and Fear group. Yeah. And Karadeg, and that's Mr. Zero. Also, are they still... oh, they're still putting up a fight. They're deleting. And then I've got to find NJ, because I just don't know if NJS has been pushed back. I think they're over here, right? No, that's... oh, wow. So, oh, wow. So they're trying to push on 2 fronts. Wow. Yeah, they're destroying right now. Wow. They are coming in. And then... oh, I see NJS is up here. Yeah, that looks like they're kind of on last legs right now. Ooh, I like that little formation, though. Look at that. That is nice. I like how structured that looks. Oh, wow. Wow, that looks pretty cool. I like the way they have their setups, though. That's not bad. Also, NJS trying to do some pushback. Okay. So still going, but I think clearly kind of in the direction. It looks like Fear, MBH, and the group are probably taking that one home in a way. Let's look at where we're at, 77. We'll look at 78 now. Now, their final zone, I think, opened 6 days ago. For Zone 4, I don't know. We'll see if there's still any action going on here. This was supposed to be RFF and 81. It's like 81 versus everyone, apparently. But I don't see any 81 here in Karadeg. Oh, hang on. Let's see. Let's just click on each. Oh, no. There's 81KH, 81KD. Okay, so maybe something here. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Oh no, so 84 is pushing, and BDSR is pushing. Okay, yeah, I don't see any troops, no massive troops at the moment out for them. RFF, 83, RF, yeah. And then 81. Okay, it's VFF. BDSR, okay. So it's mainly over here from this side. That's pretty much it. So, and it looks like they're getting pushed out too. If we go to 79, we could take a look. 79 is supposed to be Zone 4. I think should be opening soonish for 79. I don't know if it's anytime. Let's click. No, not yet. Okay. But on the 12th, I had that they were 3 chapters away. So they're probably close. I just have to go and take a look. But Final Zone's going to be here. I don't know what the matchups are going to be for this one. But again, that's going to be happening, I would imagine, probably in a day or two would be my estimate, at least until I go take a look. And then S280, we'll see here. I think we had, their Zone 3 is open already. I think it opened about 5 days ago. Final Zone for them, still a decent ways away. So, yeah. And there's nothing giving us any indication there's any fighting. So this could end up being we'll have to wait until KvK for final. But alrighty, that is going to round it out for me. I was not expecting for this to be that long, but I hope you guys enjoy these ones, right, where we take you through each of the KvKs. Now, I would be curious to hear from those of you where, if you don't mind seeing some of the delay between me loading my scout accounts, which usually takes about, I think, 15-20 seconds on average from what I've been seeing to go from one kingdom to the next, especially if you'd like to look at some of the in-game leaderboards, right? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, I like to try and keep these as short as I can, even though there's a lot of KvKs to go through. But for those of you that might listen to these as a podcast, or if you have time and you'd like to sit down and you just enjoy me going through each of the KvKs, and you're somewhat okay with this format, let me know as well. Okie dokie, that's going to do it for me. As always, until next time, I'll catch y'all later.